Good evening, my fellow South Africans. Yeah, this one's for all of you. So, this video is for South Africans, and what I mean by that is that if you identify by some or other arbitrary handle you were born into, for example, if you identify as a white male or a black female, Indian male, colored female, before you identify as a South African, this video is not for you. This video is by a South African for South Africans. So, two things led me to make this video. One was that rock music and rock artists have always been very critical of arbitrary rules that are nonsensical, that are imposed on the people by the status quo. A good example of this is Dee Schneider's visit to Congress, where he debated them about freedom of speech and why rock albums shouldn't be censored. I'll post a link in there. And then I stumbled across a guy's video called Big Daddy Liberty, and he lives up to his name. He is insanely big, and it was so cool seeing someone articulate the thoughts I have in one solid, well thought out argument. You can clearly see from the video, I'll link it as well, that the dude's pissed. But still, I feel a lot of political slip of the tongue. No? I feel a lot of political commentators on YouTube and Facebook are just come out and they're like, fuck, buy my cap, subscribe, thanks. Like, we're not going to come anywhere like that. We need a platform for sustained, calm, logic debate to fix this country. Now, Big Daddy Liberty prefaces his video where do we draw the line? And this is in the context of lockdown. Where do we draw the line? How many civil liberties are we willing to part with before we as a collective decide, fuck it? Although I can admire the timeliness of that statement, I feel there's a much bigger statement or a much bigger question regarding where do we draw the line that needs to be asked and needs to be asked now. And that question is very simple, is when exactly did apartheid end? Did it end in 94? And if so, what's up with BEE? Because isn't BEE per definition the continuation of promoting the interests of one racial group above that of the others per law? That's basically it. And yeah, so I mean, let's just quickly go through a quick timeline rundown. We had President Nelson Mandela, Madiba. You can say what you want about the man. The fact that he was able to stop this country to implode and go into a full civil war means that I would be glad. I wouldn't fuss if they name every street in this country after him, if there's a statue of him on every street corner on this country, just by that act in itself. He is truly the father of the Republic of South Africa, the Democratic Republic of South Africa. He was followed up by Thabo Mbeki, whose presidency is still marred in I'm still not exactly sure what happened there. I tried my best to figure it out, but yeah, it's still a conundrum. But during his presidency, he had a vice president called Jacob Zuma, who was accused of rape in 2005, I believe, or 2006. You can correct me in the comments if I'm incorrect. Now, obviously, he was acquitted of these charges, as you would find out later, spoiler alert. But during this time, he said that after he had sexual intercourse with the woman who accused him, of rape, he had a shower so that he would not get AIDS. Now, if it were a joke, I would think it's a sick joke to make, especially if you're a public officer. But this wasn't a joke. This dude was serious. And what did we do? We laughed about it. We had Zapiro draw a comic of him with a shower head on his head, and we all just had a laugh. This guy was a clown. Fast forward a few years later, and he's the president of the country. And do you know what clowns run best? Circuses. And that's exactly where we are at the moment. Jacob Zuma's rap sheet is so long that I think Al Capone would be like, whoa, okay, this guy. Yeah. And you had a vice president at that time in the form of President Cyril Ramaphosa now, who everyone's asking, where is he? Where is he? Where, with the arms deal, the whole state capture debacle, Zupta Gate, and all that stuff, or whatever you want to call it. This was going on right underneath his nose. He is a self-made billionaire. I assume some form of intellect goes hand in hand with being a billionaire. So do you want to tell me that this guy was basically Jacob Zuma's left-hand man, and all of this, and there are so many charges against him. I'm like, holy shit, how did he get away with this for so long? How did all of this transpire underneath his nose? And yeah, that's the question. So I think one thing lockdown gave us is a chance to reflect back. And you need to realize is that the ANC government isn't really selling the Rainbow Nation we all signed up for in '94 anymore. They are busy enriching a few at the cost of the many. BE hasn't done jack shit for any black or colored people I know. The 500 billion rand loan, I haven't seen that get down to ground level yet. There'll probably be a huge inquiry about that next year. So that's basically the point I want to make, is that I think the healthy sort of debate that we've started, that Big Daddy Liberty has started, needs to continue, because that's the only way we will eventually rescue this country, to be quite honest. Not just by going fuck, fuckity fuck, although I know we want to, but yeah, that's my dream with this, with everything, is that we can live in a country where we are proud. We as citizens know that it's not about black and white. It's not about this or that. We are living here in the now, and it's a great place to live. Everyone is on equal footing. Everyone has equal rights to succeed. You might think, ooh, white guy with these white privileges talking all of this shit. I have yet to receive my envelope containing my white privileges. I had a pretty normal upbringing. Everything I have in spite of apartheid. I didn't inherit some other fortune due to that atrocity, but now I'm made to suffer for it, for something that was basically over by the time I was born. And my businesses aren't BEE, so my employees can't benefit from all the relief funds. So South Africa needs to ask itself a question, and that is the ANC today the one we voted for in '94? Or is it simply the same monster we fought so long and hard to get rid of, wearing different colors? That's, yeah, and I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts on this matter. Please keep it clean, no derogatory comments, please. sustained, healthy debate. Logical, please. I know emotions are running very high now. We have a good week coming up. Fresh content, cool content coming your way. Support artists, they need it if you can. And then hope everyone had a pleasant Monday and yeah, pleasant week ahead. So we'll check you on the flip side and looking forward to seeing what everyone says in the comments. Cheers, guys.